Hello everyone, today's class is a deeply relaxing session. We're going to move very slowly and open up the body, really release any tension that we're holding. And then we're going to have an extended shavasana meditation, almost like a yoga nidra. So to begin, just please have a blanket or a pillow or something with you to use as a prop. You can just grab one or two blankets or a pillow. You may like to have something to cover your eyes at the very end when we take our shavasana, just to block out any light, and maybe a blanket to cover up with if you like. So just grab a few props, maybe pause the video and grab those. And I'm just going to start by sitting on my cushion in a nice cross-leg seat. And just rest your palms wherever feels right. I'm just cupping my palms in one another in my lap. If you like, you can just place your palms face down on the thighs, just wherever they fall naturally. And allow yourself to settle in. We're going to take 3 really nice, full, deep breaths. So as you breathe in through the nose, make sure you feel the belly rise up. And if you'd like to place one hand on your belly, or even both hands, as you feel that rise and expand, filling it out. And then exhale, letting it all go, feeling the navel pull back in towards the spine gently. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale deep. Just filling out as much as you can, and then exhale, release it slowly. Just in and out through the nose. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels good for these last 2 breaths. Good. And then come back to a normal breathing rhythm. Hopefully your breath is a little bit deeper naturally now after that. Let's inhale, reach both arms out, feeling that expansion, same expansion in the lungs, in the belly. Exhale, left arm down, right arm comes overhead, stretching out through the side of the body. And then with this right arm, do big back strokes. So inhale, reaching back. Exhale, coming down. Then as you inhale, you're sweeping up. Nice and slow and as big as you can make them. About 3 of these. As you inhale, sweep up, allow the other arm to come up as well. And then exhale, float that right arm down and switch to the opposite side. So now we're stretching out to the left side and making big backstrokes. Trying to keep the shoulder down away from the ears. So even as you lift your arm upwards, you're not pulling your shoulder up, you're leaving it where it is. Just finding the biggest range of motion that you can. Last one, let's reach both arms up. And then exhale, float the arms down, nice and gentle. Let's inhale, reach both arms out to the side like a T shape. And then exhale, hug your shoulder blades in. So you're hugging the shoulder blades and lift the elbows up. You can breathe here. And if you like, you can come into full eagle arms. So you're lifting your forearms towards each other, bringing the back of the palms together to touch, and maybe wrapping twice, bringing the palms together. Lifting the elbows slightly. Make tiny little circles with the elbows. And you're welcome to just hold still here if you like. Always just make tiny little circles. I always imagine we're like flossing in between the shoulder blades here. Exhale, let's unwind, reach the arms back out, and then float them downward. Staying in your seat, just walk your hands a little bit behind you, and then roll the shoulder blades back, reaching the chest forward, so kind of counteracting that stretch, reaching out through the chest. Exhale, come back to neutral. Inhale, lift both arms out to the side, and exhale, come back to hug your shoulders again with the other elbow on top. So I think I had this one on top before, so I'm going to switch. And either holding here, just lifting the elbows up, or coming into your full eagle arms. Binding once or twice and making small little circles with the elbows. Again, keeping the shoulders down. Take a big inhale and exhale, unwind. Reach both arms out again. Maybe like you're pushing the sides of the room away from you. Exhale, float the arms down. And then once again, reaching forward through the chest, roll the shoulder blades back. Maybe lifting the chin ever so slightly. Or just standing proud here, shining the chest forward. And exhale, come back to neutral. From here, you're more than welcome to come into a wide-legged seat, or you can come into just a butterfly fold. So come with your feet together to touch. I'm going to come into wide legs here and sit on the edge of the cushion so that your hips kind of roll forward a bit. Keep both feet flexed if you're wide legs. If you're in butterfly, just keep your feet close or as far away from your body as you like. Inhale, feel the spine nice and tall. And then exhale, fold straight forward as much as is comfortable. I like keeping my palms face up here just to give myself a sense of surrender. This pose is really challenging for me mentally because my hips aren't very flexible in this. I used to judge myself all the time for it, seeing people doing like full splits on the mat, and I'm here. But the more you practice, the more you get used to things like that. You learn how to be more comfortable where you are. That's what this yoga path is about. Being with what is. Working on yourself, but not really striving for anything specific. Just working with what your body can give you. Flip the palms to be face down again and gently push into the mat to lift your torso back up. Now you can shift your torso so you're facing towards that right leg and then kind of fold over that leg. If this is uncomfortable in the wide legs, you can bring that left leg in to take Janu Sirsasana. And I like to keep my fingertips like spider fingers really wide of the leg, and then just kind of adjust myself. Really, you're coming into a twist and you're aiming your chest towards your knee. So I like to make sure I keep balance here. Breathing deep. You might feel this in your leg, you might feel it in your inner thigh. And with this twist, you might feel something in the left side of your low back. That's always what I look for in this posture. And push the fingertips into the mat to gently lift the torso up to neutral. We'll switch to the other side. Maybe starting with your just wide legs and folding as much as is comfortable. And after a breath or two, if you want to come into Janu Sirsasana, bring that right leg in. And hopefully you're maintaining that deep breath, feeling the belly fill with air, even as you move into a more complicated posture like this. And gently push your fingertips into the mat to come on up. We're going to transition to lying down on our back. So turn to the side. Have your cushion nearby. And slowly roll down. So I like to come down to my elbows first. And then rolling down one vertebra at a time. Bring your feet closer to your hips, maybe about to your fingertips here. And then you're going to set this blanket or cushion, whatever you have with you, underneath your hips. So first, you'll press up into both feet, and you can use your hands, press into your hands as well into a bridge pose. And then use one arm to pull that prop underneath your hips. And then bring your hips down onto that prop. Make sure that they're even. I know sometimes pillows can be a little lumpy, so it depends on what kind of prop you have. Take a moment here in this supported bridge pose. Be placing both hands on the low belly. Let's take a lovely stretch for the psoas at the front of the hips. So bring your right leg in, hug your knee in towards your chest, gently hold it here. Don't strain through the upper body. And then straighten out that left leg, leading with the heel. Come down as much as is comfortable and allow yourself to relax. I like to keep the left foot nice and flexed though, so that leg is kind of active while everything else is pretty much relaxed and melting over the prop as much as possible, just to stretch out the front of that left hip. On your next exhale, release that right leg. And then pull that left knee in to do the same stretch on the opposite side. So now activating that right leg and allowing everything else to just drape over your prop and into the mat. On your next exhale, you can release the left leg. Bring the palms face up alongside the body and return to your supported bridge pose. And as you feel ready, you can press your hips up again to remove the prop. You want to press the prop downward to be underneath your knees now. So we're going to take extended shavasana. So inhale, press into your feet, lift the hips up and push that prop downward, past the hips. So you can bring your hips back down to the mat and have that prop beneath your knees to give you a little bit of space here in your low back. And just allow your body to spread out into shavasana. At this time, if you wanted to grab a blanket to put over you for warmth or an eye covering to block out any light, you can do that now. We're going to take a lot of time here just to sink in and relax, bring ourselves into a deep meditative state. Breathing into the low belly filling your whole body with air. And exhaling fully. And take 10 deep breaths like this. You can count down from 10. And if you lose count, just start over. You may even hear your breath on the exhale. You're welcome now to lose track of the breath, maintaining its deepness and fullness. We'll now bring our attention and do a full body scan, starting with the toes. Bring all your attention down to the toes. Notice if there's any tension that can be released. Noticing the bottom of the feet, the top of the feet, your ankles, your shins, your calves melting into the mat, your knees fully relaxed. And allow your awareness to spread. Notice the entirety of both lower legs, knees, calves, feet, toes. And traveling back up, notice the thighs, the pelvis, the low back, the mid back, the lower belly, the solar plexus region just below the ribs, above the navel, the center of the chest, heart space, upper back, shoulders, upper arms, biceps and triceps, elbows, forearm, your wrists, palms, all 10 fingers, and the very tips of all 10 fingers. The back of the palm, wrists, forearm, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, upper chest, the area of the throat, the neck, the jaw, the cheekbones, the nostrils, the eyes, the ears, the back of the head, the top of the head, coming forward to the center of the forehead. Zoom out and allow your awareness to be aware of the full body simultaneously. We'll just take 5 more deep breaths here. If you'd like to, you can stay in the shavasana for a few more minutes. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your toes. Maybe you rub the thumbs against the tip of each finger. Roll the wrists and the elbows and the ankles. Make any movements that feel good here. Maybe reaching up overhead, stretching out. Bending both knees. You can shift over to one side, maybe kicking the prop out of the way for now. And roll over to one side, cradling your head with the upper arm. And using your arm, push your torso back up. Take your time, move very slowly here. And take a seat in whatever way is comfortable for you. Allowing your palms to rest wherever they may. After another breath, bring the palms together to touch at the heart. And give yourself gratitude for coming to the mat today. I'll close our practice together by chanting Om one time. You're more than welcome to join if you like. Take a big exhale, allowing the air all out of the body. Then inhale deeply to chant. You can dip the chin and gently blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please let me know how it made you feel. Subscribe if you don't, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.